Welcome everyone to our Sixth Form Assembly for the week commencing the 31st of January. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I want to start by talking about some of the school email issues that we have at the moment. So there's a whole school issue when trying to access Outlook from the Hub menu when you log on. So as a workaround, we want you to click on the Office 365 icon, which I've highlighted here, and then select the Outlook icon from the left-hand menu. Now, form tutors and students will know that there's also been an issue when you try to click on a web link that's within an email. So the workaround for this is to highlight the link and then right-click with the mouse and choose Go to Address. Or the alternative is to simply copy and paste the link into a new internet browser, and then it will work fine. Now, this is a temporary workaround until the problem's fixed. I'm hoping that this week the problem will be fixed and we won't have any issues. But I want to make sure that you're aware of these issues because I don't want you to miss out on the really good opportunities that I'm emailing you about. And many of these have web links to explore the details of these opportunities. Now, I also want to remind Year 12 students that it's Parents' Evening on Wednesday. So parents and guardians will have been sent a link to book appointments. It's a virtual Parents' Evening. And if you have any issues in terms of booking appointments and you can't get the web link to work, please email our general office at inquiries@radyr.net and then they'll put you in touch with a relevant person that can help you. Now, since my last assembly, there has been an update concerning exams. The Education Minister last Tuesday, Jeremy Miles, gave the message to learners, schools and colleges in a press conference that exams and assessments will go ahead unless the public health situation makes it impossible to physically run, which they do not envisage at this stage. So that is confirmation that the exams will be taking place, and therefore it's really important that we work with our teachers and our form tutors on developing the skills necessary to succeed in these exams. Your form tutors will be helping you with revision tips, and your subject teachers will help you with revision skills specifically for those subjects, and also they'll point you in the direction of lots of resources that will be able to help you. Now, a few students have asked us about contingency assessments. Well, these will still go ahead because in the unlikely event that exams got cancelled, we'll still be required to produce a centre determined grade, and therefore then those contingency assessments would come into play. But I want you to use these assessments as really good practice for the real thing, because you do need experience of undertaking exams under time conditions because you need the practice to develop your skills. So these are really important in helping you prepare. Now, when you're preparing for exams, please don't forget to check out all the great revision resources that are being prepared by the WJC. The Welsh Government and the WJC have worked together to produce lots and lots of resources for students because they understand that students have had a very disrupted time in terms of education. So there are lots of really good resources. There are knowledge organisers, there are blended learning resources, there are exam walkthroughs where the chief examiners for subjects are going through how you should answer particular questions. There's lots and lots of resources to help you, so please check out this resource. It's a really important resource. Now, a few students have asked me what I mean by knowledge organisers. Well, knowledge organisers are just really summary sheets. They're like a revision guide for each topic. And the WJC have produced these for most subjects. So here's an example of an AS Chemistry knowledge organiser looking at the topic of organic compounds. So you can see they've summarised the main points to help you revise. So these are really good when you're making your revision notes. So you can check off against the knowledge organiser that you've covered all the main points. Now, our Radyr webinars continue this week, and on Tuesday we have a fantastic webinar for students who might be considering engineering as a possible course or career, and also students who are interested in applying to Oxford and Cambridge. Former Radyr student Will Couston will be talking about his experiences of applying for and studying mechanical engineering at Oxford, and he'll go through the application process. He'll talk to you about the different types of engineering and what mechanical engineering involves. So it's a really good opportunity to find out more and find out what it's like to study and apply to Oxford and also competitive universities. Now, that takes place at 5 p.m. on Microsoft Teams. Now, on Tuesday the 8th of February at 5 p.m, we're really pleased to welcome the Royal Navy engagement team, and they'll be talking about the role of the Royal Navy, what their ships and submarines do, and it's a great opportunity to find out what's involved with a career in the Royal Navy. Now on Thursday the 10th of February at 6 p.m, so an hour later, we have a mental health and wellbeing talk from Cardiff Metropolitan University. And this again is for parents and students. And in this session, it aims to provide you with the mechanisms to help maintain good mental health and wellbeing during your studies, and includes the experiences of current undergraduate students. So this is a great opportunity to find out about some great tips that you can employ to help you get through the exam period, get through this really stressful time at the moment, and maintain good mental health and well-being. So I'm hoping that most of you will enroll for this, and we'd love to see as many of you as possible. Now on Wednesday the 16th of February at 5 p.m. on Microsoft Teams, we have a fantastic interactive lecture for anyone that's interested in criminology, law, psychology, politics, or any humanities subject. And it's an interactive lecture which explores the role of a probation officer, and by exploring a case study which enables students to consider the different factors that may contribute to offending, you'll gain a better understanding of the role of this important civil service position. So I'm really hoping many of you will attend this, because it will really be useful if you're interested in criminology, law, psychology, etc. So please enroll. I've sent you the email link, and as soon as you enroll on our Eventbrite site, I'll send you the Teams link so you can join this webinar. Now, if you're a Year 12 student who thinks they might be interested in applying to a really competitive university, I can't recommend enough these sessions that are being put on by Churchill College, Cambridge. And the first one is tonight, Monday the 31st of January, and it's between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. But they take place throughout the spring term, and they'll talk you through how to research university options. They'll talk you through how you choose a university and college. They'll give you specific information about Oxford and Cambridge, and they'll also talk to you about supercurricular study. Now, supercurricular study is where you explore topics that you're interested in beyond the syllabus, and it shows universities and employers that you have an interest in a subject, and you are genuinely interested in the subject, and your interest goes beyond what you have to learn as part of the course. So if you're interested in attending any of these sessions, I've emailed you all the link. And remember, as I said at the start of this assembly, if you have problems opening the link, you just need to paste it into a web browser. Now, if you're a Year 12 student who's interested in applying to Oxford and Cambridge, please don't miss out on the unique summer schools that Oxford University are running. They're a fantastic series of summer schools, and they cover lots and lots of the different courses that Oxford offer. And the deadline for applying for these is 11 p.m. on the 7th of February. So please check out the website, and I've also emailed you several times with the link to apply. Now, in most of my assemblies, I mention an organisation called Young Professionals, and Young Professionals work with major world companies to offer opportunities for sixth formers. And on Monday the 31st of January, they're holding an event with Mazars, one of the world's biggest accountancy firms, and they'll be talking about upcoming UK-wide work experience opportunities, and they'll show you how to prepare an application for these. Now, the work experience opportunities take place over Easter and the summer, and they're open to Year 12 and Year 13 students. So if you want to find out more about this, please attend this event on Monday the 31st of January. I've emailed you the link to book, and it's from 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. Now, Young Professionals have also partnered with Goldman Sachs, which is one of the leading global investment banking, securities and investment management firms, and they'll be talking about the different opportunities that they have to offer from 5 p.m. till 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 2nd of February. So once again, check your emails for details of how to sign up for this event. Now, I also want to remind everyone of the Ucas Discovery event, which is taking place this week on the 2nd of February between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. And it's a great event to find out more about apprenticeships, about university courses and school leavers programs. And at the event, you can explore the different options that are available, and you can get inspiration and explore different career opportunities. You get to take part in live sessions and Q&A sessions, and you can get practical help with personal statements. You can find out about student loans, etc. So it's a great opportunity to find out more about university, apprenticeship and school leavers options. Now, if you're a Year 12 or Year 13 student who's really interested in apprenticeships, Ucas have another event on the 9th of February between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and this is focused purely on apprenticeships and school leavers programs, and you can meet big name employers such as Capgemini, Dyson, British Airways, Rolls-Royce, Manpower, etc. and they will have live interview clinics and CV workshops, and they also have Q&As with employers, and they'll talk to you about how you go about applying for your apprenticeship and they'll give you lots and lots of tips and advice. So please check out this event on the 9th of February. Now, as COVID restrictions lift, there are now going to be more and more events where you can actually visit careers fairs in person. And one of the biggest in the UK is What Careers Live and What University Live, and it takes place at the NEC in Birmingham on Friday the 4th of March and Saturday the 5th of March. And I'll send you details so you can register for this if you're interested. And the event is a great opportunity to meet representatives from lots of different universities and major employers and find out all about the different sorts of opportunities available. So please check your emails for details of this event. Now, if you're a Year 12 or Year 13 student and you're not sure what sort of course or career you might like to pursue in the future, taster courses and masterclasses are really great for finding out more about the different opportunities available. And one of the largest selections of taster courses are from University College London, and here is the link to their website. And it's worth checking out this website because they are totally free and they offer great virtual taster courses and also in-person taster courses. So please check out your emails for details and this website for more information. Now, as I mentioned previously, lots of universities will be running webinars and taster courses and masterclasses at the moment. And Cardiff University have a step-up program where they have lots of academic masterclasses planned, and they're asking students to sign up for these, so please check your emails for details. Now, Swansea University have a current news webinar series taking place, and they have lots and lots of masterclasses covering a whole range of subjects from mathematics to civil engineering to physiology, lots and lots of great webinar opportunities. So please check your emails again for details on how to enroll for these. Now, another university that has lots of webinars and taster courses and also lots of resources to support Year 12 and Year 13 students is the University of Reading. And they have a geography webinar taking place on February the 10th between 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. And it's a virtual field trip to Santorini. And it's great for students interested in human and physical geography because they're going to explore the volcanic islands and they're going to investigate volcanic history and evaluate the relationships between its environment, economy and people. So this is a really, really great webinar for anyone studying geography. Now, because there's so many great opportunities and so many great resources, it can be a bit overwhelming where to start. So Radyr Sixth Form has produced a careers and university resources guide, which is really, really good for helping you find great resources, great supercurricular resources where you can explore subjects, great resources if you're interested in applying for things like medicine that are very competitive, veterinary science, dentistry. If you're someone that just wants to find out more about what it's like to apply for university, you can check out the resources in this booklet, and you can also find out more about school leavers programs, apprenticeship opportunities, how to write a CV. There are hundreds and hundreds of resources that we've selected for you which we think are really, really useful. Now, this guide is available on our careers and university website, Next Steps, but I've also emailed you a copy, so please check this resource out. If you're a Year 12 or Year 13 student, we think it will really, really help you. Now, the spring term is where lots and lots of great apprenticeships will be advertised and lots of great school leavers programs. So if you're a Year 13 student who's thinking of a school leavers program or an apprenticeship, it's really, really important you check your emails and you check out the websites that I keep referring to in the assemblies. Now, one great opportunity that's been advertised recently is this degree apprenticeship from the BBC, and it's aimed at creative students who are studying Art A-level. And it's a chance to create groundbreaking user experiences across 4 screens, connected TV, desktop, mobile, tablets, etc. in all their different products, from the BBC webpage to CBeebies, iPlayer, their radio and music channels. So it's a really, really good opportunity, and they're looking for students who have studied Art A-level and who will be achieving around 120 Ucas points from their A-levels or their BTECs. So they're looking at students who will go on to achieve 3B grades. So please check your emails for details of this, because it's a really great opportunity and you have to apply in the next few days really. So the application closing date is the 11th of February. So please check your emails for details. Now, if you're a student who's interested in apprenticeships and school leavers programs, one of the world's biggest companies, Deloitte, have a Bright Start apprenticeship scheme, and they offer apprenticeship and school leavers programs in business, consulting, IT, cybersecurity, tax consulting, legal apprenticeships, audit, assurance, loads and loads of different opportunities. And they're looking for students who will be achieving around 104 Ucas points. So again, they're looking at students who may be around the BC mark at A-level or BTECs, those students who are achieving merits and distinctions. And the closing date for this is the 28th of February, so please check your emails and their website for details. Now, the University of South Wales have a fantastic scheme called Network 75, which is a 5-year programme where you work for local companies around the South Wales area, and you will work for them 3 days a week, and then you will go to college, university for 2 days a week, and you will complete a degree. And your degree gets paid for by the employer, and you earn a salary. So you earn while you learn. And they have lots and lots of great opportunities. And if you want to find out more about this program, they have a webinar where they'll talk you through the different opportunities available on the 8th of February between 5 and 6 p.m. Now, another company offering great opportunities for school leavers is PwC, and they have a range of apprenticeship opportunities, and they don't have a closing date for this, and what they do is they take applications until all the positions are filled. So it's worth checking out their website for the latest information, and they tend to look for around 2 Bs and a C at A-level, or distinctions and merits if you're studying BTECs. And they're offering, for example, here a level 4 apprenticeship. Now remember, the qualifications you study in school are level 3, so you really want to be aiming for level 4 upwards if you're applying for an apprenticeship opportunity. Now, lots of students only think that apprenticeships are people interested in business and IT and finance, but that's not true. There are lots of great apprenticeship opportunities for students interested in STEM subjects, and also great opportunities for students interested in law. For example, All About School Leavers, which is a great website for finding out more about school leavers programs and apprenticeships, are working in partnership with some of the world's biggest law firms to showcase the different opportunities available for students interested in school leavers programs. So on Monday the 7th of February they have a webinar between 4:30 and 5:30, which will be with CMS, a global law firm, which has over 70 offices across the world. So it's a chance to find out more about solicitor apprenticeships and how to gain work experience opportunities. So this is great for year 12 and year 13 students. And then there's a webinar taking place on the 8th of February where they'll talk about the different apprenticeships available in the legal sector. So for example, Stevenson Harwood will talk about the opportunities that they have available where you can complete an apprenticeship and qualify as a solicitor. Now, All About School Leavers have 2 fantastic events taking place on the 10th of February and the 22nd of February. On the 10th of February, they have a webinar with Standard Chartered, which is a leading international bank, and they're hosting an inside evening so you can find out about the different apprenticeship opportunities. They have great opportunities to work and learn at the same time, and you can qualify with a level 4 qualification. Now, Astrazeneca have a fantastic event taking place on the 22nd of February. Now, they're one of the world's biggest biopharmaceutical companies, and they'll talk about the different opportunities they have throughout their organisation. So it's not just for students interested in STEM subjects. If you're interested in IT and business, this is again an excellent opportunity. So this takes place between 4:30 and 5:30 on the 22nd of February. So please check your emails for details, and also you can check out the All About School Leavers website to sign up. Now, as we come to the end of this assembly, I just want to finish by mentioning the Action for Happiness website. It's a fantastic website full of tips to look after your well-being. And every month they publish a calendar, and it's full of little challenges that they want you to try. And this month, the theme is Friendly February, and they want everyone to reach out and connect with others and do their best to be a good friend. And as they put on their website, acts of kindness and connection ripple out and impact so many more people than you might realise. And in stressful times, people around us may be feeling the strain, so let's try and keep calm and take time to listen and show compassion. So please check out the calendar. I'll email it out to everyone. I'll put it on our Twitter site, and it's full of really, really nice tips and challenges for you to undertake. So I hope everyone has a fantastic week, and please, if you have any issues, contact me or a member of the Sixth Form team or your form tutors or your subject teachers, because we really want to help you and support you.